iDads, Involved Dads of Action, Developing and Succeeding. Through our partnership with the Housing Authority of the City of Austin, the Man in Me has developed a support system for fathers and father figures in the HACA community. For 5 weeks, men gather and learn about anger management, parenting, communication, and job preparation. Those who participate in this program are challenged to become the best version of themselves, because strong men build strong families, and strong families are how strong communities are created.
The Mastering Manhood Conference exists to bring men from all walks of life together as we attempt to reclaim masculinity and redefine community. In this conference, we bring together some of the greatest leaders from our community to inspire, strengthen, and to educate the men that attend the conference. This conference provides a fun and safe environment for men to be stretched, to be challenged, and to meet somebody new. As iron sharpens iron, this conference encourages men to develop relationships with one another, to get to know each other, and to support each other.
Out and have some fun together. The food is free, but the memories are priceless. So check out.
All right. So hey, do you know, like any event we go to, there's always a little bit of kinks to be worked out. My name is David Bryant. We're going to come at it again. We want to play a quick video for you because I was told we couldn't hear or see the video. So I want to make sure that we're going to stop sharing. Welcome to the group. Welcome to Man and Me Summit. Let's get this. That was practice. All right. That was practice. So thank you for your patience. We're going to share one more time. Make sure that you can hear the volume. Make sure you can see the video, because what's going to happen today is going to be revolutionary. If you can type in the chat, you know how we do. Type in revolutionary, because this is going to be awesome as we get more tips on weathering the storm. So once again, family, we're going to play that video one more time. One more again. Someone say one more again. One more again. All right, let's take it from the top. It's about 2 minutes. It's not much time off our schedule, but here we go, ladies and gentlemen, once again.
The Man in Me is a nonprofit organization that educates, strengthens, and supports men. Since 2012, our passion is to restore hope for a positive transformation by providing them with tools to become stronger men and fathers through support, educational resources, and programs. Check out what we're doing in the community.
iDads, Involved Dads of Action, Developing and Succeeding. Through our partnership with the Housing Authority of the City of Austin, the Man in Me has developed a support system for fathers and father figures in the HACA community. For 5 weeks, men gather and learn about anger management, parenting, communication, and job preparation. Those who participate in this program are challenged to become the best version of themselves, because strong men build strong families, and strong families are how strong communities are created.
The Mastering Manhood Conference exists to bring men from all walks of life together as we attempt to reclaim masculinity and redefine community. In this conference, we bring together some of the greatest leaders from our community to inspire, strengthen, and to educate the men that attend the conference. This conference provides a fun and safe environment for men to be stretched, to be challenged, and to meet somebody new. As iron sharpens iron, this conference encourages men to develop relationships with one another, to get to know each other, and to support each other. Because masculinity isn't a destination, it's a journey, and we all need the help.
And not to leave out our sisters, The Man in Me created The Woman in Me, where we provide programs and events for women to strengthen, support, and encourage one another. The Man in Me is here to support the entire family. Our Man in Me Family Cookout is a free event that we do every summer to give the families an opportunity to get out and have some fun together. The food is free, but the memories are priceless. So check out The Man in Me. We've got something for the entire family.
The truth is that.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, we are good. All the kings, I'm doing 50 billion things behind the scenes. But welcome. My name is Derrick David Bryant. We are so excited to have you today for the Man in Me Summit 2021. Somebody make some noise. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Awesome, awesome. Hey, if you haven't done so already, you might be at home, you might be in your car, you might be at a hotel, but one thing about this year, 2020 and 2021, we've learned to be flexible, right? We've learned to accept, adapt, and overcome. And that's one of the things that Man in Me is about. So if you haven't done so already, grab your coffee. I've got me a donut. And guess what? You know what? We've learned to weather the storm. We've learned to weather the storm through COVID, through racial injustice, through a lot, right? So get ready. We're going to play another video to kick things off. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Are you ready? I hope that you're ready. Are you ready? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are doing things right. You know how Man in Me does it. Top, on top, and in charge. I'm going to get ready to share our video for you to make sure that we are ready to go. So let's share my screen really quickly. We're going to share an awesome video, and we will be ready to go.
A Washington state resident fell ill after returning from Wuhan, China, where the outbreak began.
Dozens were falling ill with a mysterious virus that would ultimately change life as we know it.
What was a largely peaceful protest has escalated.
When is it really going to change? When is it really going to stop?
It's not just Texas feeling the deep freeze. Across the South,
Awesome, awesome, awesome. What y'all think? Are you ready to weather the storm? Yeah, yeah, make some noise once again. We are excited. I don't know about you, but I am excited. I almost want to say, come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. You better come on, right? We are excited this morning. We are here for the Weathering the Storm Man in Me conference, right? Joshua Banks says it was a dope video, and that video was, man, what did you think about the video? It was like, I thought I was watching NBC, right? See NBC, this was great because we've been through a lot, right? We've been through a lot, and nothing is important than for us to gather to kind of talk about some things, to us to gather to get to like, fill my cup, Lord, I lift it up, right? I need my cup filled. I don't know about you, but I need my cup filled. So today, someone say today. Today, we have assembled some of the top speakers from across the country. You do not want to miss this. So go ahead, as I said earlier, you can share with your auntie and them. You can share with Nene and them. You can share with your cousin, with your best friend, with your organizations. Make sure you share this event. So what do you do if you share this video or you tell somebody, right? There's still time to register. You can go to the manandme.org to register to receive all the good information happening. And guess what? I don't know if you like it, but it's free. Now, it's not free for it, like it costs some time. It costs some dollars to put this together. But for you, ladies and gentlemen, it is free. So make sure you tell somebody, make sure you invite somebody, because Today is going to be like none other. Later on, I'm going to tell you about some of the things we have going on our platform, on our app. Make sure you, if you haven't done so already, we'll give you time to download it. But if you haven't done so, make sure you download the HOVA app, WHOVA app. You can go to it in your app store and get it downloaded to make sure that you're tuned in to some of the giveaways we have coming, to be able to comment on some of the speakers, to be able to link up, to be able to win some prizes. Y'all, this is going to be awesome. So make sure you get tuned into that because this is going to be amazing. Once again, I don't know if it's contagious or if it's, I hope it's like COVID's contagious, right? COVID, it's real. It's a real thing. They have all a different variant going on, but I hope my energy is contagious. I hope my passion is contagious. You know why? Because I'm passionate about being here. I've been part of the Man Summit, I believe, since it began in some form or fashion, whether I was a speaker or just an attendee or just say, hey, what can I do to help people part, right? So every single year, this is off the chain. Okay, so I'm glad that I've taken my time to be a part of this event. Again, my name is David Bryant. I am the owner of Bryant Enterprises Family Entertainment. I am a fan. I'm a supporter. I don't have it now. I think I do, so I'm going to multitask. I'm a fan and supporter of the Man in Me. I've been around for quite some time. I'm multitasking because I want to get it out. But guess what? I'm also a daddy. That's very important. There's some things today that's going to speak to me as a father. I'm also a husband. I've been married for 21 years, y'all. I got married when I was 4, right? That's because, hey, okay. Anyway, so I've been around for a while. So there's some things that's going to speak to me today as a husband, right? I'm also a pastor. I'm also a politician. I'm also an author, and I can go on. But what I'm saying is all the hats that I wear, I'm going to be ministered to today. I'm going to be spoken to today because I know I've come to get my cup filled. I know that as I've come and been weathering the storm, I know there's things that's going to impact me, my mental health, okay? My mental health, we're going to be talking about that today. All right, we're going to be talking about co-parenting. We're going to be dealing with healthy relationships. I do want to say, by the way, if you haven't unmuted yourself already, make sure that you're muted, and then we'll also make sure that we have a couple more people that's going to come on when it's their turn. All right. So if you haven't done so already, make sure that you're muted. Okay. So we're going to be talking about mental health, co-parenting, healthy relationships, manhood, fatherhood. We haven't forgotten about the mamas, as Isaac said earlier, womanhood, motherhood. We're dealing with wellness, self-care, and career readiness, you all. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. So we're glad that you're here. If I haven't said so already, welcome to Weathering the Storm, Man and Me Summit 2021. By the way, that's a hashtag already. You can go ahead and hashtag as you're interacting with the app later on. We have a photo contest going on in the app. That means that people who get the most likes may get a prize. The hashtag for today's event is hashtag, now I'm not throwing signs, right? That's back in the day, right? But the hashtag Man and Me Summit. All right, so make sure that you're hashtagging, make sure that you're spreading this across your social media. Hey, help me. Use your platform today, whether you're a speaker or whether you're just here, use your platform to help spread the word about this movement that Man and Me is doing, because there's a lot of great things happening within the Man and Me organization, okay? Once again, it's not too late to register. So make sure you get somebody on the line. Hey, register is free because you want to be a part of this, okay? So I've done what I think I need to do for a few seconds. I'm excited. I can talk. Now I can talk. So don't let me get started. But there's a lot of things that's going to be taking place today. We got a lot of great speakers on the line. Mr. Joshua Banks, Mr. Marcus Griggs. We have again. You know how you start naming people, you get in trouble. I'm in trouble already. But Mr. Corey Jones, right? There's a lot of great speakers happening. Mr. Joe B. If you don't know already, Saul Paul is going to be joining us at lunch. Saul Paul is known across the world, family, but he always takes time to come back to the Man and Me and give back to Austin. All right, so there's a lot of things happening. Make sure you check out your agenda. I'm going to take time to introduce somebody to you, right? I'm going to take time to invite someone who is instrumental in making this happen today. He wears a lot of hats in the community. He is a father, he is a husband, he is an author, he is a speaker, he is a visionarian, and he is a friend. So it is my privilege in just about 30 seconds to give him a heads up that I'm going to have him come and step to the screen to greet you, to say hello. We also have some board members on the line as well. We'll see how, thank you for the board being a part, the Man in Me board. Thank you for everybody being a part of that. The brain behind the scenes, right? But ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege, my honor to present to some and introduce to others the CEO and founder of the Man in Me. If you don't know him, most of you know him, but if you don't know him, get ready to hear from Mr. Isaac Rowe.
Awesome. You guys, thank you so much. I want to see your faces. Y'all give Derrick Bryant a round of applause, please. Please, you can unmute yourself. Unmute you, let him hear it, because he's been going crazy this morning, you guys, with high energy. He needs to feel that love because he's doing a phenomenal job. Thank you, sir, for wearing so many hats and taking on this challenge of being our host for our summit. I'm just excited, you guys, everybody's being able to come here today on this Saturday. And this has been amazing for me, this journey, being in this space right here with you guys. So I would like to introduce some of the board members. If they can wave their hand and say a few words, if they don't mind. I know if they could say a few words or not, they could just wave, if you can see them.
All right, so it's good to see everyone. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Alonzo Blankenship. I'm the board president for the Man in Me. As you may or may not know, the vision of Man in Me is healthy men empowered to cultivate healthy families. Our mission is to educate, strengthen, and support men towards responsible manhood and fatherhood. So today, there's going to be several sessions that you can choose from. Make sure that you get what you need, and make sure that you leave with all your questions asked. During the sessions, you can ask questions, engage in some conversation. But thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to our Vice President, Miriam Williams.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I am so honored and humbled, honestly, to be a part of the Man in Me. And I'm looking forward to a wonderful conference, as I know it will be. And Alonzo, you said it all. So again, thank you so much for being here. And thank you to everyone behind the scenes that has helped to put this together, because without that bubbling underground there's no way that this can happen. So thank you all so much. And I will pass it over to Lynette Negroni.
Hi, thank you. I just wanted to say I'm very excited to hear all of these speakers and just be a part of this amazing group. Thanks so much for attending, and I can't wait to get started.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone. I'm excited. I'm going to pass it right back to David. David, it's all yours, sir.
Awesome. Appreciate you, sir. Hey, board, thank you very much. Again, they said the behind the scenes, the current that keeps things going. Y'all, it's those unsung heroes that we sometimes we don't see that do an amazing job. So thank you to the board. Thank you, everybody. And we are excited again about what's going on. Are you excited? If you're excited, you can type in the chat. You can share it on Facebook. I am excited, right? It's like somebody say, I am somebody. Hey, no, I am excited about what's going to be taking place, because today, we've been gathered to this point for a life-changing, life-altering, life-impacting event. And I pray and I hope that you're ready. There we go. Thank you, Laditra. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Nicole. I am excited. And yeah, I'm glad the energy is contagious. So excited to be part of this event. All right. So cool. Good deal. So got a couple of things want to go over as we navigate. Again, we have about 10 minutes before our first session will be beginning. Okay, so want to make sure that we get you kind of familiar to what's happening today. We get you familiar with the with the app. Again, want to make sure that you download the HOVA app, okay? So you can kind of take advantage of the contest, the photo contest coming on. Take advantage of some of the speakers. They've already posted some things in there with their surveys, with questionnaires and so forth. Want to make sure that you do not feel left out from the conference experience. You know, if you've gone to a conference before, there's like, we go to a breakout room, we have exhibitors, we have things going on, we have natural networking that takes place. Well, today in this conference, in the Man and Me Summit, Weathering the Storm, we want to make sure that you're connecting with some of the same individuals that are in your sessions. We want to make sure that you have the opportunity to connect to the speakers that are going to be delivering such great content on today. So make sure that you have that together. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in just a second, I'm going to invite someone else to the screen to be able to share his poetic talents. Mr. Joe B is going to be getting ready. Mr. Joe Brundage, in about 90 seconds, sir, I'm going to give the mic over to you. But we wanted to make sure that as the Man and Me, if you've never been to a summit, now, hold up. How many of you can raise your hand? You can comment me. How many of you have ever been to a Man and Me Summit? Raise your hand, do some emojis, comment, right? You already know. The level is always on point, right? I see some people raising their hands. So the board, the team, the organizers wanted to make sure that this is nothing less. It's always on point, right? So we're going to be bringing to you Mr. Joe B in about 60 seconds to share some things with you. Y'all, we want to make sure that this is a life-changing event, and because you're here, it already is. Because you taking time out of your Saturday morning to be here, it already is. So I don't know if you have the popcorn. I'm not sure if you're going to be gathered around watching, but today is going to be amazing. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over for Joe B to share about a few minutes with us before I come back and give you the final details for our event, okay? I want to be able to bring to the stage Mr. Joe Brundage. He's an author, a host, a teaching artist and public speaker living right here in the Austin, Texas area. He has hosted a number of open mic events for almost 20 years. I guess he started when he was 7 too, right? Okay, he was 7 or 6, right? Including spoken and heard at Kick Butt Coffee, an event that he curated from 2007 to 2017. He's also served as the director of the Austin International Poetry Festival from 2012 to 2015, and he was co-host of Riding on the Air Wednesdays from 6 to 7 p.m. at the Coop 91.7 FM. His most recent book is Element 615 that was published by Lit City Press in 2017. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring to the virtual stage, Mr. Joe Brundage.
I feel like I could just go home after that intro. Everybody, please make some noise, throw some emojis up for our amazing host, please. For those of you who don't know, the host is the stone in the soup. They set the pace, they set the energy, they make sure that everybody, whether you're on stage or in the crowd, feels good for being in the same space together, which is something in this year that our Lord sent us to our room, we have been dealing without. And whether, even though it's virtual, I'm glad that we're all here together. So make some noise or throw some emojis or signs in the chat. Once again, if you're next to somebody that's amazing, if you know somebody as amazing as you, if you're just happy to be here, and that means everything. Like Jay-Z said, could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. As he said, I am a author, host, and public speaker. Been doing this for the better half of 47 years. I say better half because that's when my life got better, as soon as I started walking into my talent and walking into what he gave me. I'm here today because a few years ago, let's say around 2015, 2014, I met this dude who was much taller than me, and I forgive him for that, with a vision. He had a vision to not only mend father and son relationships, but to dig deeper and help heal the broken man inside, to walk away from a traditional and, for the most part, broken definition of masculinity. And he started reaching out, regardless of his own resources, regardless of what he didn't have. He reached out and brought a lot of us together. And as a result of being involved and attending Man and Me events, it's helped me dig into a deeper part of myself, helped me become a lot more honest with myself, helped me begin on a path of self-mastery. And while I appreciate the camaraderie, the unity, the fellowship with brothers like-minded like myself, or brothers from different paths who have helped expand me, what I appreciate more than anything, what Man in Me always strives to do, is impart to everybody that becomes a part of it, that comes seeking help, that there are resources, there is help available, but there is no help greater, other than second to only the help I get from my Lord. There is no help greater in this world than the help you give yourself. You can be in the mud, you can be in the pit all you want to. It doesn't matter how far down somebody throws the rope. If you don't grab it, if you don't climb out, if you don't try, there's only so much help you can get in this world. So help is out there, but make sure it starts with you. That's a lesson that I had to learn, not only learn for myself, but I have to remind myself of every day. And that's where this poem comes from. Tell yourself you can't. Tell yourself not today. Say you're not able. You can't afford it. You're too hot and you're too cold and no one else wants to. I mean, why does it always have to be you? You don't feel right. This doesn't even feel right. They're going to say no, or they're going to say yes, or they won't say anything and you'll fail. You'll fail and they'll laugh and you'll die right there. So just give yourself any reason to avoid or evade. Hey, let's just cite every drawback, cop out. Tell yourself anything, and I mean anything, to help you believe you should do nothing, and say it loud enough for me to hear you. So I can call you a liar to your face. So I can grab you by your neck, pull you from the muck and mire of your self-pity, just to wash you with the waters of what I believe, because I believe you should end. I think you should die. I think your life should cease, so that you can live the life you've held on back order, like the shoe actually fit. You're not allergic to the light, you just don't want it on you, and I don't get it, because that's all I've ever seen come out of you when your arms are unfolded. Let's acknowledge that you even have arms. Quit complaining that you don't have the strength, because if that was the truth, you wouldn't hold on to things like you do. You are not a prisoner. You're a warden in a one-person jail, and what's worse, you're a workaholic. Wreak havoc upon your hopelessness. Subtract it from the whole of you. Believe a little less in your doubts. You can't say that this is pointless if you don't pick your head up and look where it's pointing you. Scream, I love you, in a crowd loud enough for just you to hear it, and just revel in all that nervous happiness. I believe that is called glowing. You're everything you wish you were. You just don't wish to realize it. Pass on the plates of outside opinion unless you can be fed without suffering from the indigestion of indecision. Turn why didn't I into why didn't I sooner. Change I don't know from question to statement, and quit whining unless you're trying to make somebody laugh, thereby making yourself a superhero. Accept your own friend request and quit fighting with yourself unless you're just sparring for when you need to get it on with anyone. And I mean anyone trying to knock you down. I ain't saying look for a fight. I'm saying don't run from it. Pretending it's not there doesn't mean it's gonna play along. File a restraining order on your self-restraint. And be the devil under all those little demons of yours. Just because you created them don't mean they get an easy ride today. And quit reading all those motivational posters, because we know you ain't listening. You're probably not even paying attention to the poem. It's called life. And it happens. You better act like you want it, but no, it's not yours. It's a path. It will twist and it will turn. And yes, you will go where it goes. But I heard if you walk it just right, you get to rest, while those not as far along as you ask you for the directions. And should you reach the very end, there's only everything waiting for you with the honor of a memory. I mean, you're so much more than your misery, but it's not up to me to be you. I'm just happy I know you. Will always be there, behind you, beside you, above you, with all of those who love you, waiting for you to erupt from your thick husk, cut through the callus of your conditioning, and call whatever crawls out your character. To finally accept the truth that you won't hear as you've adhered to your cherished fears, that we are amazing. We are made of both his and each other's love, that we are both fearfully and wonderfully made, that we are made of stronger things. Clap or make some noise, emojis, whatever, if you are next to somebody amazing. If you know that you are somebody amazing. My name is Joe Brundage, AKA Joe B, AKA Element 615, AKA, man, when you see me out there in them streets. Shout out to Man and Me, shout out to our amazing host today, and take care of you for me.
Awesome, awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up again, like he said, for Joe Brundage, Joe B. Amazing. Awesome job. Wonderful. I didn't know whether to get upset, whether to cry, man, that was right here. I don't know if you caught it, but that spoke right to me, and that was perfect to set things off for weathering the storm 21 with Man and Me Summit. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, my time is almost up. Let me give you the 411 on what's going to be taking place. Coming to our next session, right about 4 or 5 minutes, we have session 1, which is going to be with our first choice is Mr. Cesar Barajas, talking about breathwork as redemption and reformation. Okay, the next choice you have is with Mr. Mark Winkler, redefining masculinity. That's happening at 10:35. Next choice you have is the one and only Mr. Corey Jones, talking about the importance of establishing legal paternity. That's going to be good all by itself. Our next session is happening also is Zoom D, is Albert Tompkins. He's going to be dealing with peace building and conflict resolution. And last but not least, the final session that you can choose from today for this morning from 10:35 to 11:30 will be the wonderful, the awesome host, the awesome companion to Dr. Isaac Rowe. It's Miss Amber Rowe, and also Miss Lupe Garcia, speaking about the woman in me, sip and chat. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an amazing time. Thank you for taking time out and investing in yourself. Now, don't go anywhere because we're going to be here from 10:35 till about 2:15. You have several sessions. At 1 o'clock, I believe we're going to be dealing with the lunch with Saul Paul. Also, meet us back here, right here at 2 o'clock, because we're going to be giving some prizes and awards away. And Mr. Isaac Rowe and myself will be giving closing remarks about today's wonderful experience. Again, my name is Derrick David Bryant. Thank you for allowing me to be your MC. You choose where you're going to go, because today is going to be your day to define your future about what's happening. Okay, Man and Me Summit, weathering the storm. Get ready. Hover app. Make sure you interact, and we're going to have an amazing time. If you don't know where to go, we have a lot of things going. You can stay around. I'll try to direct you and give you some answers, but it's out there on Facebook. It's out there on the manandme.org, themanandme.org. Also, if you don't know where to go, my name is David Bryant. Be challenged. Have an amazing day, and we'll talk to you at 2 o'clock, if not before. Okay, enjoy yourself. Take notes, because this is going to be great. I'm done. We'll see you here shortly. Your class begins at 10:35. What you still doing here? 10:35. Go register, pinpoint, and get ready to tune in. 10:35. Let's get it cranking.